There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Come from a place of gratitude. Follow your intuition. You will find the way. Hello, my loves. Okay, so first things first. So many people in this world is full of love and happiness and all those great things, but then there's also some people in this world who has so much hate and hurt inside. Well, believe it or not, I would like to tell you that I was once that person who had so much hurt inside until I found a way out. It no longer lives here anymore. Let's just think about what happens when you're sad. When you're sad, you feel like everyone and everything is against you. You feel like you just don't want to live anymore. You feel like you don't like people. People don't like you. You just feel like every situation you get into, it's just no good. But while you're thinking and feeling those things, it don't make it no better. I had to realize that for myself. I had to think to myself, okay, here I am. I'm sad. I don't feel good. I'm a little depressed. And then I would spend my whole day just thinking about being sad and depressed and not feeling good and feeling like, why? I did so much of that. And I came to realize I just want to just do something else tomorrow. I want to think about some other things. I don't want to think about being sad and why this is going on and why that. I have to see it has to be another way. So I started to do some research, of course, and I started to see how when you're sad, you spend so much time there, and then as you know, the next day, the same thing, the next day, the same thing, the next week, the same thing, the next month, the next year. Like sometimes it goes on and on and on and on for way too long. There's no way no one should have to deal with that. So I'm here to say there's a way out of sadness always. So it may be easier said than done when I say this. Instead of focusing most of your attention on the things that make you sad and the things that you don't like in life, try to flip it. So first things first, there's always good in every single situation. You can always find the good in a situation. So when you're sad, there's some things that's going on that only you know. I don't know why you're sad. Of course, you can comment down below and tell me why, but that's if you want to. But I'm just saying, I have a long story that I'm going to make really, really short, and then I'll let you know why I was sad. I'm going to share that with you guys. Another video, I'll just tell a good story because this story is going to be like, what? So, I don't want to say I used to be, but because I still kind of have eye problems. But so once upon a time, it was worse. I was completely blind in both of my eyes, legally blind in both of my eyes. I was sad. I was depressed. I thought I was never going to see again. I used to cry myself to sleep. I felt like I didn't want to live. It was just very, very bad. But I did some research and I had people come to me to tell me I should try something else with my thoughts. And I said, what? And then so, of course, when I got home, I thought to myself, I don't have anything to lose. I already can't see. What else am I going to lose? So I thought to myself, and I'm sorry, I thought to myself, I was like, okay, do something else with my thoughts. I don't have anything to lose, so let's go. I thought to myself, what is the good in this situation that I'm going through? It could be worse, so that's good. Oh my gosh, yes, it could be way worse. I was still able to wash my clothes, I was still able to cook some things for myself. It took a while just to make a sandwich, or just to cook something, but I got through it. And yeah, so I said to myself, at least I don't have to walk around with, I don't even know, with those canes, pointer canes. At least I don't have to walk around with that. At least I don't need seeing eye dog. At least I can still see when it's daytime, and I can see the light. I can't see the plane when it's flying by, but I can hear it. At least I can still hear that. At least I can still see the trees. I can't see the leaves on the tree, but I can still overall see the silhouette of the tree. At least when I look in the mirror, I can see me standing there. I can't see if my eyes are open or closed, but I can still see that I'm standing right there in the mirror. It's just so many things I had to find to be grateful for. So that helps me feel a whole lot better about my situation, period. I was just grateful to know that, it's people out there who has way worse condition than I have, and they would love to be able to see just the little bit stuff that I can see, why they can't see nothing but either pitch black or pitch white, no matter what. So I just found so many different situations to be grateful for, and to, at least I didn't need help showering, bathing or stuff like that, using a bathroom. I was able to do all of that on my own still. So I was just like, okay, it could be worse. I'm so grateful that, I can do these things. I can clean. So I just found a way to be grateful, and because of that, it helps me so much. My attitude was better towards life. I felt like at least I can still, do a lot of things that some people who legally blind cannot do. So I prayed to God more than ever, and I was thanking God for that fact. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Every day, all day, doing different things through the day, I would just make sure I stopped to say thank you to God. Yeah, so that's a long story that I made a little short, but of course you have no idea about that story. So I will make that a separate video one day, but now I just want to help others get through the sadness, because there's always a way out. And that's why I'm here, because I found a way out. And looking back, I don't ever want to go back there. I don't ever want to go back to feeling the way I felt. It's so much better to not feel sad and hurt and depressed. It's a way that you can focus your attention on something that you do want to feel, and actually start to feel good. So that's what we're here for. No more sad stuff. Let's get over it. That starts now. Okay, so there's so many things that you can do to make yourself feel better. Me personally, I have a journal, and I love to write in it. I make a list. I'm not even gonna lie, no cap. I try to make a gratitude list every day, but I don't get around to doing it every day. But often, yes, I have a gratitude list that I do every day, and I make a long list of the things that I'm grateful for. Anything. Even if for a new shirt, I find so many things to be grateful for. It can be socks that I found at the store that I could actually, see better now after surgery. Once again, another long story that I have to put in another video. But so I have socks that I love how soft they are. So I be grateful for those. I have pillows that's new and they're fluffy. So I, look around and I be like, okay, yes, I'm grateful for that pillow, because I love to lay on that pillow. It makes me feel so good. My nice robe or my new blankets that's so soft and warm, because it's winter time now. So I just think about things that make me feel good. And as I'm looking around my room or around the house and I'm looking for things to be grateful for, it takes my mood off of being sad and depressed, and I'm no longer in that state of mind. Instead, I'm like, yeah, that do make me feel good. I like that pillow, or I like that blanket, or I like this food. Like, it's just so many things that you can do to make yourself feel so much better. So If you are one of those people who may need to do a little, then you can try that. Make a gratitude list, write down, even if you don't want to do a whole list, 5 things, 2 things, even 1 if you want. It doesn't matter. You can put whatever it is that you're grateful for. And to make it even better, find something small. It don't have to be, oh, I have $1,000 or I have $500. You don't even have to put something like that. You can put something like, that I'm glad I got to eat today. Some people don't even get to eat every day. You know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Some people do not have the luxury of eating 3 meals a day and some snacks. Some people only have snacks to eat. Some people only have 1 meal or not even that sometimes. Think about small children who don't even have that either. If you put yourself in their shoes, which could be a little hard if you never starved before a day in your life, but you can think like being cold with no food and, you know, mother, father, uncle, grandfather, anybody, you can think that you're so grateful. So when you have your food sitting right there, you praying and you thank God for it, and you can also say, I hope others who have no food can get some food today. I hope they eating just like I'm eating, you know? So, and that's going to make you feel so much grateful for your situation, for the things that you have going on, and to be grateful for the fact that you at least have those things going on for you that other people may not be grateful for because they don't have it. So find different stuff around your house. Look on your body to be thankful you have clothes, because some people don't get to change their clothes every day. Some people don't even get to take a shower. Another thing that I love to thank God for is a nice warm shower every day, if not twice a day, at least every day. I am thanking the one above for a nice warm shower. It just feels so good to be in warm water, taking a shower, soaking in the bathtub, whatever it is, jacuzzi especially. Oh my gosh, that feels great, right? So when you get to enjoy a nice shower or be in the jacuzzi or, you know, whatever hot tub, thank God. You can close your eyes and you're relaxing and you thanking God for every moment of the fact that you get to enjoy that for however long. So yeah, thank God for that. Find different things around the house. You have food, you have clothing, you have a journal, because I thank God for that journal. I have so many good pages in that. The whole book is almost filled with gratitude and other things that I have that I'm accomplishing here in this lifetime. So I have so many things that I wrote down in that book. It makes me feel so good. I hug that book sometimes, like you wouldn't even believe it. But I'm just saying, I'm grateful for so many things. Lotion, like I just looked over and seen some. I'm grateful for lotion, the way it smells, the way it makes me feel it's just the small things. I have a picture hanging up in my wall right now. I love when I look at it, it makes me feel so abundant. Like I just have so many things that makes me feel better. That takes the sadness away, all the way away. So not only that you can find the good in every sad situation or bad situation, but you can also find things to be grateful for. After that, find things to be grateful for, little things, big things. It don't even matter. Family that you have around, you know. So it's just so much. I'm sorry I may be speaking a little fast, but I always spoke like that. People told me, when you was a kid, you used to talk really fast. And I say to myself, yeah, I think I still talk fast, but you know. So that's just me. I'm grateful and I love the fact that I am me. I don't want to be anything else but me, and I want to accomplish my goals and my dreams in life. So all of that makes me feel so grateful and so happy and so loving, and I thank God every day. So yes, there's things that you can do to make yourself feel better. Take your mind off of the sad, put it on happiness and gratitude, and you should be fine. Try it, because you don't have anything to lose, but you have everything to gain. Like, try it. You don't have anything to lose. If you still want to be sad after you're done trying to be grateful for some things, go ahead. You will not want to go back to being sad after you try this. So, but of course, we all have free will. If you want to, you can always go back to being, if it makes you feel better, being sad and depressed, whatever. But I advise you to at least try to be happy. Find some things to be happy for. Find some things that you can look at that make you smile. Even some happy moments in the past that ever made you feel happy. You know, past birthdays or celebrations or, you know, parties or family members that make you smile or anything. Find something and watch your attitude change, and then stay that way. So once you're done thinking about that, you can think about something else. Writing some things down, looking at it every day, you're going to be inspired to write more and more and more. The next thing you know, like me, you're going to have a whole book full of great things, and anytime you open it and go to any page, it's going to, whatever page you land on is going to make you feel so great. So that's what I do also. I write so many things down in my book. I only write good things. I don't write anything that ever made me sad. I don't write anything that ever made me feel negative. I always write down good stuff, so no matter what page I land on, when I open my book, it's something good in there. It's something good to read. It's something good to to land on. I don't even have to worry about I wrote this down and I don't want to read this, so I'm gonna go past that. No, every page is something good that I wrote down. So you can also do the same thing. If you do want to write in your journal about some sad things, then every time you read it, you're just going to think about that sad thing. So try to just have a journal only for good things, only for things that you're grateful for. And then, you know, as you get used to writing things that you're grateful for, you're going to be able to write even more things that you're grateful for on the next page or the next day or the next week or however, you know. So think about that. If you want to write things that make you sad so you can release it, because some people need to release that way, you can write it down, but try to get 2 journals so that you can have one for the sad stuff and then one for the happy stuff, because you're going to like that one. You're going to like that journal way better. That one's going to be on top of the sad journal. So, or even if you don't want a whole journal for sad stuff, you can write it down on a regular piece of paper. And then when you're done, throw it away so that that's sad, you can throw it in the trash. I promise you, you don't have anything to lose, but everything to gain. I'm an example of that. I have so much that I've been working on when it comes to my emotions and my mental health, and it is just so wonderful. I have a feeling because I've been working on myself so much, I can see that much better now. Like, for real. Once again, it's that part is a long story that I promised I would get out in a whole video just for that. But I couldn't be more grateful. So, also what I want to say is there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Think about it. How often is it rainy days? And how long do it last for? Not the whole year. So you have to think about it like that. At least after the storm is going to be light again. The sun will shine. The sun will come out tomorrow or the next day or the next month, but the sun will be back. It'll never leave forever. It's never gone for long. It's never leaving forever. So you can take a deep breath. That should help because it helps me relax, especially. Think about it. When you yawn, when you're tired, that puts you in a relaxed state. So sometimes you don't have to yawn to be put in that relaxed state. But instead, you can take your own deep breath, and it's going to do the same thing as when you're yawning because you're tired and you're ready to be relaxed. So yeah, it's so many things that we can do to relax and to make ourselves just feel better. So just try. You have nothing to lose. Once again, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. God loves us. Love God. And for that, God is good. And I see you guys my next video. Mwah. Also wanted to say that anytime you need to talk to God, of course, God is always there, always near, never too far. You may not be able to see God, but it's a vibe, right? It's a feeling. It's something that you can feel. And we have that power to feel God. So when you're praying, don't you feel like you're talking to God? So, you know, you can always talk to God anytime, any day, anywhere you want. So with that said, just like the sun will always come back, God is always here. You can always be grateful for that part of your life, that you can always talk to God whenever you want. Sometimes, we don't get the pleasure of talking to a mother or a father or a sibling or a grandparent whenever we want. But we can always talk to God whenever we want. And please believe He will, and He can deliver that message to whoever we want to talk to, and we just can't talk to them anymore because they're not here. And like God, always here. You can always talk to God. You can always ask God for anything, anytime. So I am so grateful for that. Another thing, I love the sun. So right now it's winter, it's cold in the house. Instead of turning my heater on, I just go outside and I sit in the sun and I soak up that energy, and I'm thanking God at the same time for the sun and the fact that I can get a little bit of sun, for the day, because the sun don't come out every day here now in the winter. I'm in California, by the way. So the sun don't always come out because it's, it's that winter time, but when it is out and I need to go soak up some sun, I will be there, and I be grateful, and I thank God for it. So I just wanted to say that. So yes, there's so many things you can be grateful for. Write them down, switch them up, find little stuff, find big stuff. It is what it is. But once again, thank you, my loves, for listening. And of course, I will be back. Your girl Lola Rose, I will be back with another video. Until next time, mwah!